Victoria. Hello, Gail. It's midnight here, and I had my nap, and I thought I'd go do my nails because they started chipping. I had them for about 2 weeks, I think, the purple. So I'm just using Opalac gel nail polish. So I've got details in the description if you wanted to check it out. So adding a base coat, I've prepped the nail with filed it so then it has something to adhere to. And then I also have the LED lights that will cure it, and so this has a 90-second timer. So I'll just pop my nails under there. So I thought I'd go live, might as well. Hopefully everything's going well. So if you're in the live chat, just say hello. I'll probably be here for a while. Let me know what's going on. So normally what I do is when I'm doing my nails, I'll be watching something on YouTube. But this is a nice little self-care time for me. Thought it was gold, yeah. So the this was the base. The gold one is the base coat. And Gail says it's 6:20 a.m. here. So good morning, good morning. So then I just wait for a minute and a half to pass by. And then I normally just put a single base coat because I actually don't want my gel nail polish to last too long. So this can last you 14 days, and I don't use gloves when I wash up, and it does last me quite a while, but I don't want it to last for too long because I want to change up my nail polish often, so then it's something different on my in my videos. So the color I'm going to be using is called Strength. So it's sort of like this green, what would I say, army green, and so has a nice, so I thought I'd go and do that. So I might either mute myself, so if you have anything to talk about, let me know, but I'll mute myself and have the music on. So I've started doing my nails probably for the last couple of years because it does tend to get a bit expensive if you go to the nail salon, and because my nails are highly featured, or my hands and fingers and nails are highly featured in my videos, it's important that, you know, I jazz them up with nice little variety of colors. And so this brand, the Opalac Gel Nail Polish, this is not a sponsored live stream, so I tested it out. So the gel nail polish per bottle normally would cost a little bit more than your normal nail polish, but they, you know, you can get quite a few manis out of it. So in the long run, it is, you know, economical. And then I bought all the other things. Now, some of the colors, I think this one, did I buy this one? Can't remember the strength, but I did get gifted some colors by Opalac. So what I do, the first coat, very thinly first. I don't want to overload the brush because then it'll be too thick and it'll, you know, go, just going to go and cut this nail, dried piece of skin. If it's too thick, then as you can see here, it'll sit against the skin, and so if you put it under LED light, it'll harden and it'll get stuck to your skin, so you have to like file it off, and then that can affect the finish of your nail polish. That'll do. There's some bumpy bits, but it's okay, it's okay. Hello Tamara, nice to see you. Just doing a very late night impromptu manicure for today as my purple one was chipping. So that's the first coat, very light, and let's pop it under the LED light for a minute and a half. So let me know what's everyone up to today. So it's 12:30 a.m. on a Wednesday here in Sydney, Australia. What's your plan for today? So today, what's my plan for today? I have to go and put some application in, job application. There's a free virtual summit that I'm going to attend, but that's not until late night tomorrow. Today, my oldest son, he wasn't feeling well, so I picked him up from school because the school won't release students on their own if they're not well, which is really quite good, you know, because then, you know, you don't want them traveling from school to home and then they get all dizzy or get sick. Well, we don't have a car because we just catch public transport, and so I got myself on the light rail. Took about 45 minutes door to door, and then I did my good deed for today. There was at the end, on the other side of the light rail station, there was this elderly lady who was at the top of the stairs, and she had her walker and she just was at the top, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she didn't speak English very well, but she was pointing to, "Hello, Miss Jill, nice to see you, thank you so much. Sending love from the eCam." Hi, yes, thank you, yes, and welcome to the eCam fam. So happy to see you. So doing a nice vertical live stream for today, just an impromptu one to do my nails and looking after myself and self-care. So while we're here, let's do a question. What is your go-to self-care activity? Let me know, because for me, manicure, I don't do my pedicure because probably it's always in sneakers, but let me know in the chat if what your go-to self-care activity is. So for me, planning and having fun with planners, but also just doing my nails. Yay, just emailed you the link for your free t-shirt. Yay, I won a free Ecamm t-shirt in one of the Ecamm families live stream broadcast with two personalities for the Ecamm fam, Anna and Fulgen, the network, news, and entertainment. So thank you. Snuggling with my dogs. Oh, I love that as a nice self-care. I haven't had a pet since I was little, and mum and dad's pet. So always lived in apartments after I moved out, and so haven't had a pet. But yeah, I miss having a pet. So and Tamara says, playing a game on the Nintendo. Oh, that is fantastic. I love that. What game? Now, my son has a Nintendo, and I said I wanted to go and add play some, games, but I think I've got so much things on, and so probably a good thing to go and learn something new. All right, so I'm going to do my second layer, which is again, this is a gel nail polish, so which means it needs like to be cured with LED light. So if you ever need to, this is a tip that I discovered, if you ever need to figure out whether a nail polish needs LED light to be cured or it's just a normal one, if the bottle is opaque so you can't see the color through it, then you will need a LED light to cure it. So I'm not any way at all an expert, but as you do your nails regularly, you will learn how to, tips and making sure not to overload your brush. And normally I would have my hand on the table and right on the edge so I can get the brush on the nail bed, but because I've got the camera all set up and it's in the middle of the desk, so I'm just leaning my finger on my pinky and then using that as a leverage or as a stable platform to go and apply the nail polish. So trying to make sure it doesn't touch the edge of my nail, especially the cuticle part, because that's where it's, as you can see, it's really close to the cuticle. Because if it's against the cuticle and then your nail starts to grow, then it's attached to the skin, and so it'll create sort of like a gap, so you don't want it to be touching. So I'm just using whatever this tool is, and then just with the sharp edge removing the nail polish off it. And I used to think that you have to apply your nail polish, it has to be perfect right away, but no, you can grab the tools to just remove the excess nail polish from the skin. Tamara says, I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. Ooh, I might have to have a check of that. So on Nintendo, is it? Oh, that sounds good. So now, okay, again, I'm placing the nail that I'm painting on my pinky, and then apply. If there are nail technicians who happen to pop by just going, you're doing it wrong, I am no way an expert. This is just how I do it. And so I apply the nail polish first in the middle, so then that way the amount of nail polish, even if you put a little bit on the brush, you can go and apply it to the side. And then they say you should really apply the end, so then it seals it, and so then your nail polish lasts a lot longer. Okay, so there we go. Let's do the next one. I'm all my what's this? My left hand side nails always look good because I'm right-handed, so my dominant hand is the right. So when it comes to the other side, poor right hand nails isn't as perfect. But that's okay because when I'm writing, you don't see it. Because my hand is closed on my pen or markers, and so you don't get to see it. So there you go. So that's all right. I put too much on the edge here. And then, so yeah, so today, well, Tuesday, I had to quickly go to my oldest son's school to pick him up because he wasn't feeling too well. And so he said he wanted to have a rest and try and get better because he wants to make sure that he's at school later today, because he is on his last year of high school. And so there's lots of assessments and he doesn't want to miss the class. Do you know my oldest son, when he was in primary, or what you would say elementary school in other countries, the punishment we used to say is, if you don't behave, you won't get to go to school. So that was quite good. That was the thing, is like we would threaten him that we'll keep you at home if you're being naughty, because of course that's where all his friends are. His friends are all at school. Okay, I think it's a little bit wobbly here, so I'm just going to see if I can straighten that. That'll do. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to cure it again. Oh no, I touched it. Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, that'll do. Be careful, don't touch your nails. Okay, let's try that again. So 1.5 minutes on this LED light. It has a function where it's got the 90-second timer. And so I think Opalac, again, not a sponsored video or live stream, I think Opalac ships internationally, which is good. And so so first what I did was apply the gel base coat, so then that way it has something to adhere onto your nail bed. And then I'm adding 2 layers of the strength color, which looks like an army green. So yeah, what else happened today? Oh, today felt a little bit anxious, felt a little bit unsure. So I journaled a few things and just wrote down, all the stuff that I'm feeling. And then I went on to my planner and had a look what's next on the to-do list, and I hadn't done my strength training. So the strength training I do is just, body weight strength training with a couple of 1 to 2 kilogram dumbbell. And so I did that because really, as I always say, try and do one simple thing to get the momentum going. All right, so that light is off. Okay, there we go. And now what I'm going to put the top coat to secure the color. And so the top, oh, touched it again. Did I leave a fingerprint? Okay, so very important. The top coat, the consistency is a lot thinner, so then it flows a little bit more, so you don't want to put too much on the brush when applying. I normally do 2 coats, so then I don't have to worry about trying to load it up. Okay, that's 1. So let me know, who does their own nails, or are you lucky enough to get to go to a nail salon and have that as a nice little self-care time for yourself? So yeah, My husband and I, we used to have, you know, I think it was before kids. You know, I'd get my mani pedi done at the nail salon, and then he'll get his, you know, nails, his toenails, his big, you know, I call them Fred Flintstone toenails. And so he'd get it done and get the, you know, foot massage. And so, but yeah, it's not that after kids we couldn't do it, but, you know, it can get a little bit pricey. And hubby would rather spend that money on beer, which is fair enough. Although he did enjoy, it wasn't forced to. And we actually enjoyed the time because, you know, you get to have a nice chat and actually just sit down and do nothing. You know, it's not that you're forced to talk to each other, but it's a good time to just slow down. So yeah, let me know if you do your nails at home or do you go out and get them done? Okay, some of them are a bit bubbly, but I won't mind. Okay. Tamara says, I do it on my own since Corona. Yes. So lots of things we had to learn, didn't we, when we had to be isolated at home. So many different things. What else do I do at home? Do you know what I want to start doing? Because of course I started seeing, you know, I clicked on one Instagram reel or on one YouTube video is crocheting. Now I can crochet, but I want to do some nice little projects. Just don't know if I'll share it, you know, with YouTube, but a nice little project, because although I love knitting too, but I know when I do knitting, if I make a mistake, you know, you have to try and unravel it and then pop it back on your knitting needles. With a crochet, it's just, you know, undoing one chain at a time. So that's I want to do more crocheting. I've purchased lots of crochet patterns, headbands or ear covers for winter. I might have to look for those. Pattern in my pattern stash. Gail says the experience of being cared for is lovely. My nail tech retired sadly. Oh yes, I hate it when you find a good either nail technician or a good hairdresser, and then, you know, of course, good people either retire, of course, or they get headhunted or go to the next place that, you know, pay them more, and deservingly so. And so I'm lucky my hairdresser, you know, she can do her haircuts at her home. So I just, you know, go to her, message her on Instagram and say, hey, when can I come in for a haircut? Although I haven't had a haircut for so long. I used to have like short hair, not pixie cut, but quite short. I got it cut short when I was 15, and for a long while I just had it really short. And it's only recently that I have had my hair long. And so, of course, you know what, sometimes when you have something that's the same for too long, you get bored. But I know if I get it cut, I'll probably like it for a month or so and then miss the long hair. Because the long hair gives me, the long hair gives me, you know, variety. I can put it up, I can curl it. But as a Filipino, my hair is naturally dead straight. So, but it does hold a little, you know, a nice wave. Gal said she had her nail tech. Oh, I'd known her for 25 years. Yes, how long have I known my hairdresser? So The first time I saw her, went to a nail salon that she worked in, and my oldest son was only a baby then, so I've known her now for nearly 17, 18 years. And it's good because, I can tell her exactly what I want without feeling bad. You know how you don't want to tell, sometimes you don't want to tell them, no, can you thin it out a bit more, or that bit there is still too thick or too long. So yeah, it's good when you find someone, and they become your friends, don't they? Because I know for my hairstylist, who's now a friend, they're like therapists. You tell them all, you're in the chair for so long, and you share your personal stories. So yeah, so it is nice. It is lovely to get cared for and pampered. So here's a nice little quote. Make sure you take time today to love yourself because you deserve it. And so if you do find yourself saying that, look, I'm busy, I don't have the time, remember, taking time for yourself doesn't have to be, hours long. It can just be a nice 2-minute where you just close your eyes and take a deep breath and just, take that little break for yourself. So make sure in your planner today, what I want you to do, please, is pop in there as one of the top priorities to take an intentional break for yourself, not looking at emails, not doing anything, and just make sure that you are signaling to your brain that, hey, I'm important, I matter, and I deserve it. All right, so let me know if you've got your planner out. When are you going to take your self-care time? And remember, self-care means just a nice minute, 2-minute, 5-minute. There we go. Now I know I probably added the top coat close to my skin because I can feel that it's stuck, but that's all right. So with this top coat, it has like a sticky finish. So with this shine and soak, so this also removes the nail polish, but if I just get a cotton pad and then just soak that a little bit. So at the moment, if I touch it, it has a sticky sort of feel to it, but all I got to do is rub this 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, and now it is rock hard, and this will last me. So like I said, the Opalac gel nail polish can last up to 14 days, but sometimes what I do is I don't prep my nail bed too, like I don't, what do you call it, file it too much, because I actually don't want it to last too long, because I do want to be able to change it up regularly. So then that way on my videos, because this is sort of like as a content creator, this is my pair of shoes, my handbag. And so there you go. So again, Opalac gel nail polish, not sponsored, and this color is Strength, and it's this sort of like army green. So I'm going to do the other side now. So this side probably won't be as good because my hand is not left-handed. All right, hello Jaden, nice to see you finally got alive again. Sometimes there are times I can't make them, or I just end up missing it. Yes, I was going to because I'm up, I had a big nap in the afternoon. So of course I am not sleepy, and I thought, well, you know what, I was going to do my nails anyway, why not take you guys along? And I've got the system to be able to go live, and I thought, look, I'm going to go live vertically, and I've got some dry skin, so I'm just using this Doobie Wacky, whatever this is called. If you know what this is called, pop it in the chat. And then afterwards I'll just put a sort of like oil to soften the nail bed. Hello, Stephanie, Planets Assemble. I hope you are well. I need to do my nails. Is this brand available in the US? I think they I think they ship internationally. So it is, the link is in the description, and I do have a 20% discount code. I think it still works. So let me know if it doesn't, and I can, because it was a PR code that the Opalac owner gave me. So let me know. Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Just doing nails today. Having an intentional break and self-care time. So for those of you just joining, let me know what's your go-to self-care activities. The dogs are telling me it's time to start the day. Thank you so much, Gail. It's so nice to have you in here whilst I do my nails. I'll see you soon. I'm probably going to be going live. I don't know if I want to go live at 12 p.m. or the 1 p.m., which is that, mid-afternoon. I think for those of you in Pacific, it's about, or in the Eastern, it's 10 p.m. I'll see, because I have to try and coordinate it with homeschool, because I really don't want to move them into the bedroom. I'm imposing it on their time. Bye, Gail. Have a great day. Bye, Labra. Yes, Gail is Labradoodle dandies. Okay, so now this is going to be a bit harder because, like I said, I am right-handed, and so trying to do your nails with your non-dominant hand, so just take a little bit more time. This one is the base coat, so I lightly buff my nail bed. Again, I don't want it to be too filed down, because I don't want the base coat to adhere too well, because even though it does, this gel polish can last a good 2 weeks. I don't want it to last that week sometimes, because I want to change it up. You know me, for those of you that hung around me for a while, change is as good as a holiday. Now, I did try, what do they call it? The drip? Is it drip? Where you dip nail polish, where you dip your nail into like a powder. But I didn't find it too appealing, because it felt like my nail beds were like had something heavy on it, the pressure it put on there. So I didn't as soon as I put the powder, the powder coating, it just felt like someone was pressing really hard on my nail. And nothing against the brand that I purchased, but if I had a choice between gel nail polish versus the powder coating, the drip, I've forgotten what that technique is. Okay, let's have a look. All right, and then I'm just going to get my little tool to make sure that there's no excess base coat, because then if it the LED light cures it, so you don't want to have it touching the skin. So let me know what your plan is for today. For those just waking up, what's the plan? Going to work? Got some fun stuff to do? Okay, so then I'm using my LED light. It has a 90-second timer, so that's how long, 1.5 minutes that you should go and cure it. Oh, that's so nice. So something different. I had, for those who might have seen, I had purple. So after I've done my nails, I'm going to swap out my Apple Watch band, so then that way it matches. Cindy says, self-care for me, mani-pedi facial yoga. Yes, I want to do more facial. I've got like, I bought, you know, the mask, the like as in clay mask, and so I need to do that. I might schedule that in on the weekend. All right, good reminder for me, Cindy, to I'll pop that in my, and of course, you know what, I will forget it, and because let's see if I can write left-handed. Clay clay mask on, oh geez, Saturday. See, because I know I'll forget and I won't put it in my planner. That says clay mask for Saturday, so I'll pop that on my post-it note until I go get is in my planner. Getting ready for work. I always pop on your video when I'm getting ready. Happy to see a live. I know, surprise one, isn't it? So it is lovely to be on. You know, a lot of my international friends, you like, you know, when they're waking up and then they'll pop, they'll send me a DM or you know, on Messenger, and I'll like answer right away. It's like, shouldn't you be asleep, Marianne? But because, you know, my content creation allows me to be able to do it, you know, at the time that I want, then I do take time to go and nap in between. Okay, that's a little bit too much on my tiny little pinky. So first what I do is I apply the nail polish in the middle and then do the side and then push the nail polish as closest to as possible without touching the cuticle. It's hard to see when I'm trying to be popping on camera as well as have it close up, because normally my hand and my fingers will be at the edge of my desk, but because you won't be able to see the edge, it's out of shot. So I have to go and try and balance the nail I'm painting on my tiny pinky, and then using my 3 fingers here to go and apply the nail polish on my nail bed. So yeah, you know, they say content, you know, whatever you're doing, sometimes there's some things that I do that's, you know, not really plan or related, but as we know, I talk about self-care and taking time for yourself and doing something that makes you feel good, makes you happy. And then normally I would do this while watching, you know, the YouTube shows that I watch. Oopsie. Okay. See, that one is a little bit, hopefully the second coat will cover the bump. I don't know what the bump is from. Maybe there was something on the brush, but that's okay. We're talking about progress, not perfection, right? So if anyone is here who is a nail technician and go, that's not the right way, it's not being about being right. It's what makes me happy, and I'm learning as I go. And if it's not right, and you do know a better technique, well, then share. So then I can learn, and then anyone else can learn. But at the moment, this is what works for me, because this is what I know. You know what I want to do is I want to start maybe doing some nail art. I've got the tools for it, but the best nail art I can do are dots, dot dot dot, and that's it. Have you seen these like nail artists, or just really artists, that make these beautiful nails, you know, with themed ones, like, you know, Game of Thrones stuff or movie themed ones. Am I on camera? Yes. Okay. There we go. Hello, if you're tuning in, you're probably going, hey, this ain't planner related. What's this lady doing? But I do talk about self-care a lot, because a lot of us forget to take time for ourselves. or think that self-care has to be something that, takes a long time. I mean, yes, now doing your own nails does take a while, but I only do it once or every week or so. So it's my me time. I get to do something I enjoy, and I get to um, um, perfect my skill. And so, but yeah, so we talk about self-care, because if we are not taking breaks or doing something we enjoy that make us happy, that's when burnout can come in. Such a cute color, isn't it? Yeah, so strength is the color of this one. And I was going to say army green, but it's not. I don't know if it translates into, looks like it translates on my screen, my Mac screen, and they say the color of my Mac is pretty close. I'm just trying to put it next to my, yeah, I think it's pretty close. I think that's it. Let's close that in case it spills. Cure it for 90 seconds. So this is first layer. Yeah, so if you're popping in and go, this is not planner related, thank you for the like. Yes, make sure please, if you're just enjoy hanging out with me, tap that like button. But so I had a quick look at a nice little quote about self-care. And so Avena Celeste, I'm not sure who the lady is, but take time today to love yourself because you deserve it. And yes, we do. Oh, great content. I'd like to see more. Yes, that's what I thought too. Just um, uh, examples of self-care, examples of things that I do, and then while I'm doing it, explain that it doesn't have to take long. Self-care doesn't have to be cost money, right? If you want to do shopping, or just go to a movie or go to a cafe, and you don't necessarily have to have company. Enjoying your own company is actually quite good too, because then if you have sort of lost yourself along the way because you're looking after other people, you're working a lot, you forget about the things that you used to enjoy. And so it's a great way to just take time for yourself. You know what I love doing? I love going up and down the aisle of, like, variety stores, or, those dollar stores, and just seeing what's available, because sometimes you'll find things in aisles that, non-planner or non-stationary aisles that you can use for your desk setup. Tiny little platters for your to house your washi tape, or to have your nice pens sit on. Does that look nice? That looks nice enough. I'm going to try and see if I can do the end and seal the end. So yeah, so Cindy says, this is great content. I'd love to see more. Yes. Oh, I keep touching there. Of course, and sometimes it's not the best for the algorithm, but that's why I'm thinking maybe a membership for things that are non-related to planner, but it's still very important content and good reminder, and it's a nice little hangout, so for those of us that sometimes can't catch up with real life friends all the time because we have distance between us, or sometimes as we grow older, you separate from friends, or you have different interests, or different stage in life. So it's nice to hang out with friends from different parts of the world. Who would have thunk it that you and I would be hanging out, that you'd hang out with us? There's this nice little Filipino lady from Sydney, Australia. How fun is that? And seeing your lovely lovely names and faces, or your avatars on there, and getting to know a lot of you and become close, I would say close friends. You get to know quite a bit about me, and it's nice to know that you're not alone if you are struggling, because yeah, just before I came on, I was like feeling really anxious. And so what I did is, all right, I had a look at my task list and had a look, all right, what haven't I done that's, me related? So I had put on there that I wanted to do strength training. So the strength training that I have is just body weight, doing squats next to my desk. I have no shoes on. I've got my tracksuit pants and just this gray t-shirt. And I got my 1 to 2 kilogram dumbbells and did, some biceps and whatever the different arm exercises that I've learnt along the way. And just, adding a little bit of strength training, because they say, in your older age, not old age, older age, all right? So we're not saying we're old, that it is important that you add strength training. So it's not about going to the gym, okay? So again, I'm not a personal trainer. This is what I'm just learning as well, because I am going through perimenopause, that we need to add, women need to make sure we are adding strength training to our movement routine. And they don't have to be, they don't have to be like the weights or anything like that. And, back in our younger days, I'm sure our old thinking was that, if we do strength training, we bulk up. Well, first of all, I'm not going to be doing any weights that's going to make me bulk up. So that's not going to happen. But it's important for our bones. For women, is it osteoporosis? I don't know exactly what that is, but it's about bones, right? And so we need to make sure that we're looking after ourselves, because, with no worries yet about, falling over. But when they say when you're in your 80s and you fall, and, if your core and your strength is not as well, then that's not good. So we got to make sure, just add, if you're sitting at your desk, just get up and sit back down. Get up and sit back down. That's good. Just do that 10 times. And then make sure, if your knees are a little bit creaky, I know mine are nowadays, make sure you're holding on to the table and just doing that. Or, just doing just any type of movement where you're putting it higher than your heart. That helps cardio. So these little things I learn along the way. Stephanie says, are you able to do a split screen, like have a pre-recorded video of you planning in your journal and doing live nails? Yeah, I can do that. But it's just a matter of, planning and thinking ahead. Yes, that is something I can do. I can have, what did I think of the other day? I thought of something the other day. Split screen. I can't remember what I had thought that I wanted to do. Yes, I've done that way, it's split screen. And yeah, I can have something like a pre-recorded stuff. But that means more planning. And sometimes, as you all know, I just... I go live when I go, oh, better pop, a quick picture and thumbnail on YouTube to let people know I'll be going live in a half an hour or so. Yes. Would that mess up the algorithm? I'm not familiar with content stuff, but it's an idea. Yes. Or the other thing is have memberships, so then we can hang out and I don't have to worry about algorithm or anything like that. So yes. So of course, after this is my, what is this day? Well, this is not included. Technically, even though I am showing up on YouTube and it is now the 19th day of my 30-day Mindful Messy March challenge, I'm not counting this. Oh, well, I should count it, but I'm not counting this because I do want to go live about a different topic, planner related, a little bit later today. But what was I saying? See the brain fogs. brain fog. What was I saying? Oh yes, that's it. So the 30-day mindful messy March challenge, I will be stopping that on the 30th day, and then we'll either go back to the regular broadcast schedule, which is my Monday live, and then maybe one video or podcast a week, and then as for the other stuff, maybe that's just once or twice. But if we like the stuff that I've been doing, because I will create a feedback survey soon, because then I can have that as part of a membership where I don't have to worry about the algorithm. We can just talk candidly and not worry about edits and all these fancy stuff. I mean, of course, it'll still be fancy. I can't not have it fancy with all the nice, pretty camera layouts. But, because what happens is if there's not enough views or not enough comments on a particular video, that sends a signal to YouTube that maybe it's not as popular. Even though, yes, for us, we're getting value. But for someone who's, there's a bump on there. That's okay. But for someone whose livelihood depends on these algorithms. So, yeah, I'm thinking of, a paid membership. I don't know yet the structure. Still learning a little bit about it. But, I've got to go and take the steps and see. But see, this is probably where my anxiety comes in, because if and when I do find a full-time job, if the role, because I don't know yet what role I'll be going in, if the role is one of these that won't allow me to have social media presence, because of course it might go against whatever their rules are, I may not even be able to show up here on YouTube, and so maybe membership will be a way. But yeah, so those are the things that my little mind is worrying at the moment. But as from my podcast where I said I have to put my family's well-being, both financial and overall well-being ahead of everything. Looking for a full-time job outside of the home is something that I need to do for the moment. And so that's where my worry and my concerns and the late night or the anxiety is coming from. So, but it's keeping, showing up every day has kept me occupied, has kept my mind busy, and hanging around with you all has been wonderful. So until I get to the point where I have to worry about it, I don't need to worry about it yet, but it is a difficult thing. It is a difficult thing to have to try and think about, and maybe, put aside for the moment, if that is going to be the case, something that I enjoy and something that I like. So yeah, I know it's stressful with all this, but remember that future Marianne will have a plan and it will fall into place. Trust in future Marianne to have more info. Now what ifs, no what ifs right now. That's right. And that's where my, planner has coming in handy. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. You're doing great right now. And those nails are looking good. I know. Look at that. Oop, it's matching my my color scheme. You are showing up for you. You've got this, and we're cheering you on. And that's why I do love showing up here, because you, my friends, are keeping me company. And I hope that as much support you give me, that I give value to you. And even if we can hang out only for, half an hour at a time, that it brings you joy. I think Did I already do 2 coats? I cannot remember. I think I did. I did 2 coats. All right. So again, with the gel polish, with the top coat, it leaves a sticky residue. So what I need to do is use the Shine and Soak. So whatever gel nail polish brand. So this one is Opalac, not a sponsored live stream. When I do the Shine and Soak. So whatever brand you have, I'm sure they'll have something similar that takes off the sticky residue. So I just do it 5 times each nail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then, listen. It is now rock hard. All right, and I've just got all these bits of cotton pad on there. And so what I would normally do off camera is I'll take off the excess dried skin, but I'll do that off camera so then you don't go, ugh. But what I will do, let me see if I'm going to see if I can move away from my desk and not take the whole audio system with me. I'm just going to get, is this it? Okay, I'm back. I am back. I have, so this is a different brand, oil, look, and it's the, what do you call it? The screw's not on properly because I probably didn't screw it properly, and there's dried bits on the lid. So this is Nourish and Restore. So whatever oil, nail oil, let me see if I can read this. I can't read it, it's too small. Okay, so it's just a nail oil. And then what you do, and this is the difference, because sometimes when I used to do my nails, like not gel nail polish, but just, your normal ones. And then, when you see all these pretty pictures of manis on Pinterest, they're beautifully finished. And mine would be like all, dry. My fingernails would be all dry because, of course, if you use nail polish remover, it'll dry the skin. So just add some oil around the cuticles and then massage it in. Okay, so then that will soften any dry bits of your nail, the skin around the nail. And so make sure you do this on a regular basis. So then that way you have nice young looking fingernails, and of course make sure you pop some on your top of your hand as well. All right, so just do that and massage it. So then if you have dry cuticles, it softens it up, and then you have a beautiful, nicely manicured nail. So let me do the other side. I'm going to call off working and do my nails followed with coffee in the sun. Yes, well, you can do that. Go and schedule that at a convenient time, because that you're not going to work. Make sure you do that, and go and pamper yourself. Remember the different types of breaks that I talk about. So I talk about micro breaks. So those are the breaks that only take 1 to 2 minutes at a time, and make sure you take that several times a day. And so what could that be? Getting up from your desk, drinking water, just closing your eyes and taking 5 deep breaths, maybe tidying up your desk so it's ready for the next day, eating a piece of fruit, having your nice favorite beverage, right? So they're micro breaks. So you should be taking micro breaks several times a day. And so, make sure that you're not working through, hours on end without taking breaks. Okay, so then there is what's called a meso break, so MESO. So meso breaks are 1 to 2 hours off a week, right? Not to do your cleaning, not to do all your grocery shopping, or not, unless of course, hey, that that's something that brings you joy. But you know, don't have your meso break, you know, that's your normal household task, right? Something that's just for you, nothing to do with anybody else. So 1 to 2 hours off a week, meso break, and that could be just going to the coffee shop on your own, or just walking up and down the aisle of your favorite store. Okay, so there we go. I have finished. So just a recap, I added a single coat of the base coat. So this brand Opalac, not sponsored, but I have been using them for a while. So I do only one layer because I don't want my nail polish to last too long, because I like to change it up regularly. And then I did 2 coats of the color, and this one is the strength. Okay, so there, and then 2 coats of the top coat to protect your nail. And so I actually don't use gloves when I'm doing the washing. So and this lasts for a while. And then I'm actually quite careless when I open things, you know. I use my fingernails, and so unless of course it's really, you know, bad, but I'll take batteries off or open the back of things with my nails, and they don't chip at all. You know, with care, of course. I mean, of course they chip, but not like your normal nail polish. And then when you apply a top coat, it has leaves a sticky residue. So I just use the shine and soak, and then just run past a cotton pad, you know, 5 or 6 times. And then, as Dolly Parton would say, did you know the 9 to 5, the beginning of 9 to 5, where you hear sort of like a typewriter? That's her nails, right? She is working 9 to 5. All right, so that's how she does that song. And then, of course, because now my Apple Watch, I had this Melanie's. I think the thing is, this is from, I'll pop it in the description. This one is from iStrap here in Australia. Again, I think they deliver internationally. So this color I think was gifted, but yeah, I purchased from them. They're from here in Sydney, Australia. I think from Bondi, you know, Bondi Beach. And so I had my nail color that was similar, and so I'm going to go and change it up. And this is another one from iStrap. So it's the silicone, a silicone strap. And let me see, which way do I normally have my straps? Is it this way? I have to see if this is the way. Yes, this is the way. And so the green is a little bit different, but close enough. Okay, so there we go. Green, green, green. So I'm ready for the next live stream that will have my nails featured on it. Okay, there we go. I've got to change the face of my watch. Work calls, big hugs. Talk to you soon. Bye, Plannerettes. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate you popping by. And of course, if you did like this Impromptu Manicure live stream, make sure to tap that like button so then I know. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you do like planning for productivity and self-care, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And remember, take time today to love yourself, because you deserve it. Thank you so much, Plannerettes. I'll see you again soon.